Assalamu alaikum and greetings, humans. Today is June 30th, last day of June, and I think this video will go up, insha'Allah, on my YouTube anniversary. So this will be 2 years on YouTube, subhanAllah. Kind of surprising and amazing and also really cool. Just a quick thanks to everybody who comments, and specifically to a couple of sisters who have really made this a worthwhile venture, who have really made this special and fun, and have kind of been the reason that I continue to do this. So thank you so much, and inshallah you keep watching and this channel continues to grow and inshallah benefit other humans. So I have my notebook, which means I'm going to talk about something that I wrote down. And to be perfectly honest, I have been trying to make this specific video for a few weeks. It's been a while. In Ramadan, somebody asked me what I get out of wearing hijab on a video's comments, not one of my videos. But I was like, that's a great idea for a video. So inshallah, I'll make it in the next couple of days. That's not what happened. So, the lighting is good. The notes are finished. We're coming up on an anniversary. So, what better time to try and get this thing taken care of? Okay, so here it is. So the question was, why do I wear hijab? Excuse me, that was a hiccup. I really hope I don't have hiccups throughout this entire video. But I'm gonna try to say not that much anymore. But the question is, why do I wear hijab / what do I get out of it? And so first and foremost, I learned this in philosophy: before you can talk about something, you need to define that thing. So that thing for me is, what is hijab? For the sake of this argument, for the sake of this chat, we will just assume that hijab is just this piece of fabric on my head. We're not going to talk about it as the entire way that I dress or the way that, I behave or conduct myself. We're just going to talk about this scarf. So why do I wear this? There are 3 reasons that I wrote down. And the first is Quran / for the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded in the Quran, in these ayah right here, for the believing women to pull their fabric over their bosom. So since it was pretty darn common that women back in the day would cover their hair, would cover their heads, but throw the excess behind them, to say pull it in front of you is like saying, still do what you do, but add something to it. So since I was not one who covered my hair in the first place, I covered my hair and added the thing to it that was asked. And then it's not something that has been imposed on me. My family is non-Muslim, so they don't really care if I wear it or not. When things were a little more hinky in the US and when I wasn't living at home, not that they still aren't hinky, but since I'm now living at home, it's less of an issue for my mother and father that I do this thing that kind of makes me stand out. And for the most important reason is to do things for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it is not something that I did so that I could show off to my friends or something like that. It's just not me. Okay, and then the second reason is I thought it was really beautiful. Mashallah, I would love to see, when I was thinking about wearing hijab, I would go on YouTube and like watch all these videos to try and make it feel like something normal to me, even because I didn't see it a lot. Because I just wasn't in the company of Muslim women, or wasn't in the habit of being in the company of Muslim women. So it wasn't a normal thing in my eyes. Not like it was crazy or weird, it just wasn't common. So I would watch a crap ton of videos so that I could see it enough and then go, oh, that's just a thing that people do. And mashallah, I always thought all of the ladies were so beautiful. Like, I don't care if I could see, like, 3 fingers worth of hair at the top, or, if I can't see your eyebrows or whatever, like, however they chose to wear it, I always thought it was really nice looking. And so I was like, oh, I want to look nice like that too. Which is the part of it that's a little selfish. And this third one is kind of why I keep it on. Because there have been a number of days where it would have been so much easier to just go out of the house without it on. To go out of the house with just a ponytail and be like, happy Monday. Or, So now I'm comfortable. I find that even if I were to step out on my back deck, which is pretty darn shaded by trees and stuff, and you can't really see the back deck, but even if I were to step out there without something, I would feel a little naked. So I would probably just go back in and grab like a hat from the coat tree or something like that. So now I find it comfortable. This is now my normal. Yeah, so that's why. Fringe benefits, because lots of stuff has fringe benefits. 1, people know that I'm Muslim. This could be a benefit, or it could be a negative, depending on how you feel about it, or if you feel like you're in a dangerous situation or whatever. But generally, alhamdulillah, I found that it's a positive thing. Sorry about that. I ran out of space. That's my brother. I was talking about fringe benefits, and the first of that is being that people know that I'm Muslim, which is, alhamdulillah, usually really great. It gives other Muslimas a chance to say Salaam to me, and because now I am recognized as Muslim, that was actually the reason that I went to a masjid for the first time anyway. A really, really wonderfully sweet sister saw me in an elevator and was like, Salaam alaikum. I was like, wa alaikum assalam. She was like, hey, do you maybe want to go to iftar together sometime, or go to the masjid with these other girls? I was like, sure. And so, alhamdulillah, it's usually a pretty positive experience. 2, I don't usually get hit on by guys. Now, I can think of 2 separate instances where that was not the case, but as a general rule, this is kind of like bear spray for guys. Not that they don't interact. I have a male lab partner in my chemistry class right now, but people feel a little more limited about what they can talk to me about, and that's kind of nice. Number 3 is a medical thing. Maybe more important for sisters who are a little paler of skin or a little less melanated than myself, but I am protecting myself from UV rays. Yay! 4, people look at my face and not my chest. This is especially noticeable while I was presenting in science. Previously, I would notice that people would like listen to me like this, and listen like this, and look back up, and and they weren't always looking me in my face or looking at my poster. So it's kind of nice to be to have people solely look at your face or look at your science. Number 5, I get to choose who sees what. Woohoo! Anybody who knows me knows I am just the teensiest bit of a control freak. not a whole lot, but a little bit, and I like to be in control of what people see, especially of my person, because I'm special, and maybe not to everybody else, but I'm special to me, and I'm special to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so I'd like not to put all the goods out on display. Number 6, I would say quite honestly, excuse me, it cuts down a bit on girl schmutz. It kind of, I'm not going to say that this happened a lot, but there can be a little bit of friction between girls when they do stuff, working on projects, or, you know, if you're working together in a group that's like 2 girls and a guy, you may feel like there's competition for his attention or something, even if you don't like him. But it cuts down on like girls feeling like, oh, you're here to steal my boyfriend. I'm really not. I'm not stealing anybody's boyfriend looking like this. So, alhamdulillah. So, that's what I got. Alhamdulillah, I feel like this was a okay video. If there are fringe benefits that I missed to wearing hijab, please let me know down below. I love to think about other positives, and tell me why you wear hijab. That would be great. I love to hear other people's stories and the reasons why they do things, or what inspired you to wear hijab, if that's a better question for you. So, Jazak Allah khair for watching. Insha'Allah, this answers your question about why I wear hijab or something like that. If it doesn't, leave me a comment, ask me a question. I'd be more than happy to answer it. Salaam, guys, and toodles, humans.